Alright, we all probably know that feeling. You finally get away to your holiday destination, you get sitting down with a drink in your hand, and the next thing you know, your whole experience is ruined by some loud, obnoxious, moany Karen tourist. So let's have a look at which tourists are the most annoying, worst tourists to find when you're on holiday. No offense to any of the countries, I guess you just can't help it. Let's start off with none other than Chinese tourists. They were perhaps the OG of irritating tourists. Back in the height of selfie sticks, they were everywhere. It didn't matter where you went around the world, you could find Chinese tourists getting in your way, blocking your shot with their selfie stick right up in your face. But the Chinese, I don't know whether they do it in their country or not, but they pee in public. Public urination, public defecation, public humiliation. No, I'm joking. But urinating in public and pooping in public, I'm sorry, it's just not right. And if you have to stop and you have to pee in public, it's fine, but find somewhere to hide. They don't want to interact with you. All they want to do is stand in your way. And everything's, take a picture, take a picture. Alright, who else have we got that can be annoying when you go on holiday? What else brings to mind? I have to mention them, I'm sorry. The ones that I think we're probably the most alike with are the Dutch. Now, there's something really funny about the Dutch. Not only are they some of the tallest people in the world, they seem to love nothing more than just consuming gargantuan amounts of beer.
So this is how you buy beer in Holland. A crate at a time. Typically you buy two, because otherwise you don't stay in balance as you walk out of the stores.
The thing is with Dutch, if you're hanging out with Dutch people, even if you're not Dutch, I can pretty much guarantee they're going to be the loudest people in the room. And the louder they get and the more annoyed that other people get, they don't give a fuck because they're Dutch and they're massive and they'll fucking squash you. So when people are like, keep it down, they're like, buddy, you better fucking shut up. All the dudes look the same. They all seem to have blonde hair, a little bit of that tan, a little bit of rosy cheek, look like they put a little bit of blusher on there, I don't know. But completely sound, always safe guys. Maybe they're going to try and take your girlfriend if you're not careful, especially if there's a few of those guys in a group. Nobody really wants to pick a fight with them or tell them to get out. Hey buddy, give me another beer. Coming up next, going to be the British, innit? Yeah. Right, what's annoying about British tourists? Where can I even start? First thing that's really annoying about the British tourists, before you've even got properly out of the airport, it's when the plane lands and they're all like, mate. The other thing is, they don't queue for shit. You would have thought that the British like to queue, but not the budget British. No, they don't want to queue for anything. I've literally seen the airport staff having to like move them out of the way so that they can get access to the doors for the plane. And it's literally as soon as they open the door, they were like fighting each other off with like bags and neck pillows. Like, you fucking can! I think it's just mad. And then they get off, and they always look like sweaty and flustered. They're always outside the airport, they're just chugging cigarettes, swearing at their kids, oh, shut the fuck up! And then they get to the place and all they want is kebabs. Mate, I don't know. So they just want anything that's not from the place. They don't want to try and speak the language. They act really sheepish and really like polite, or fake polite until they get a couple of drinks in them. And then that's it. It's like everyone's seeing red. Now the parents are even crazier than the toddler kids are going. People are cheating on each other left, right and centre. There's STDs going up and down the corridor at this point, and they just can't keep control of themselves. I think that British tend to go and they want cheap thrills. They want to go to the aqua parks and they want to go and see the corny karaoke sing-alongs, and they all just want to stay with each other. Oh yeah, you're right there, Dad. Yeah, you're right there, Sal. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. What are you doing today? Yeah, I'm just gonna nick a couple of guineas by the pool. Yeah, what a big fucking surprise, Dave. That's what you do every fucking day, you fat fuck. Alright, who else have we got? The Germans. You go on holiday, and just like the British, all they want to do is have things from their own culture in the next country. I've sat in a restaurant in Spain before on numerous occasions and just overheard from the table beside us, here's some German family be like, hello, one schnitzel, yeah, please, with extra sauerkraut, yeah. And you're in Spain, you're like, bro, they don't do schnitzels here, they don't do any of that. Have you even read the menu? Just like how the British will always look for chicken nuggets and chips or something when they're on holiday, or a full English breakfast, the Germans would go looking for schnitzels. And I don't know if it's legal in Germany or not, but they seem to think it's okay in countries where there's a 0.0 alcohol limit for driving. They think it's okay to just drink beers throughout the day. Like, beer. I have another beer. I have Unstein and I have another lager pills. Yeah, take more beer, yeah. Please, I need more beer because I'm wealthy and German, yeah. That's pretty much, I think, what they're like. They never put on sun cream. They end up quite heavily burned. Commonly, you can tell that they're German tourists by the fact that all of their hairs are completely gone blonde. They look like almost like albinos. All right, this one is perhaps probably the one that makes my blood boil the most. Americans. They're just irritating in too many ways. When you're just chilling there in the lobby and you hear, "Oh yeah, I'm from California," you just think, fuck, bitch, you didn't even have to tell me. But there's something about that very nasally accent of the Californians. Oh my god. Now, what is annoying about American tourists, it seems like they arrive at places and expect some sort of red carpet to be rolled out for them. When something that they desire doesn't exist, they wonder why it hasn't been created for them for their arrival. Like, are you fucking kidding me? They can be very ignorant about what's going on. But language-wise, they are hopeless. They don't understand the most basic parts of like European culture and the fact that there's different languages. I think that they just assume that all of the countries in Europe are just like predominantly English-speaking countries. So they'll just roll straight into, I don't know, Italy, or they'll roll into Slovakia or something, and they'll be like, "Can you not fucking understand what I'm saying?" It's like, bro, that's not the main language in this country. Okay, maybe they've got a huge country, maybe they've got loads of states, and for them each state is kind of like a country. It doesn't excuse the fact that you guys don't do any research before you travel, man. And on top of that, you have a highly expectant nature for shit to just be there. Another thing with American tourists is that they sweat so much. And they might say that we have bad teeth, right? I don't know what it is about their hygiene, but I've never seen people with such enormous sweat patches and they got so many bags on and they still just won't take a layer off. I'm just like, dude, just give up on the jumper already. In fact, just give up on the t-shirt, bro. Just throw it away. The amount that you are sweating, you do not need to eat more fish and chips or drink more beer, okay? Just try and put a cap on it. All right, who else have we got? Russians. Okay, Russians in the last sort of 10-15 years really been getting a lot more money. I'm not really going to dig too deep into how they seem to be getting that money, but they like to go on holiday, they like to go to places that are hot. They're not really loud and obnoxious like the Dutch, but they do have some pretty unusual practices. Probably the weirdest thing that Russians do, which I've seen, not so much the younger Russians, but more like the dads. I've seen on holiday sometimes where they're on a family trip and, you know, the daughters are in their bikinis and the sons are in their swimming shorts and they're all having a good time. And the dad has decided he's going to bring along his digital camera. He's not going to take ordinary family pics. No, he's going to pull out the zoom lens and he's going to start taking borderline weird photos of his teenage daughters. Maybe he has some aspirations for them to become famous model or make him rich or something. I don't know. I find it kind of weird. Even just to be photographing your daughter in a bikini by herself in the shot, little bit sus. Guys, that's all I can think of. That's all of the annoying tourists I can think of in this video. But stay with me because I think we're going to have to make another one soon. Let me know in the comments, are there any countries with tourists that are the most annoying in the world that I might have missed? Which ones do you think are actually the worst? And why is it that they annoy you? You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If my accents were really rubbish, I'm sorry. If you haven't liked the video yet, do him with your time. And if you haven't subscribed, don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll do it at some point. Anyway, you guys have yourself the best day, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. I look beautifully tanned. Look at this, and I even cut my hair today. Do you see that? Look at all these little baby hairs at the front. Oh, looking beautiful, guys. Rate my hair out of 10. Or do I just look like a little Jewish boy? Anyway, guys, peace. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves.